of the evening, or our first eBay break of the evening. This is break 637, the Prizm No Huddle football one box. And let's get started. Tonight with us in the BreakTraders room, we have Jan and John. So you'll have a new countdown from John this evening. So excited, he's excited to be with us. We're excited to have him. I mean, he's here all the time, but you'll actually hear his voice this time. Let's get started. Looks like we have a pink on the first pack. That's going to be out of 15. So let's get to it. CJ Mosley of the Jets, followed by Max Crosby of the Raiders, followed by Deion Jones of the Falcons. And our pink is going to be Cameron Hayward of the Steelers, and that's going to Keith, followed by Jordan Love of your Green Bay Packers, and that is going to be going to Kia. You know, you got to think that the Jordan Love stock is going to climb rather dramatically with everything that's going on in Green Bay. I think if Rodgers gets traded, you'd expect to see a price increase. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, if Rodgers gets traded, the pressure on Jordan Love would be pretty intense. Alrighty, into the second pack. Not a bad start with that Jordan Love rookie. Peyton Manning, Kyle Fuller, Richard Sherman. It looks like we have a disco, and it's going to be Jonathan Allen of the Thick Boy Club Washington football teams. That's going to Jordan. And then a Tyler Johnson RC is going to be going to Zach with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What's everyone think of the draft this past 3 days? I think the 7th round just ended a couple hours ago. Bills draft, pretty interesting. I mean, they got a lot of athletic freaks in that draft for sure. Looks like we have another disco here potentially. Joe Mixon, Justin Simmons, a hype Deshaun Watson, followed by an all-out Russell Williams. That Deshaun Watson going to Stoner Jeff, and the Russell Wilson is going to Scott. Then we have a Terrell Lewis RC to finish that off, and that's going to be going to Daniel with the Los Angeles Rams. Remember, folks, we've got a lot of breaks available at BreakTraders.com. You can use code NEWBT if you're a new customer for 20% off your first order. Every customer gets 10% off 3 or more spots purchased. And then tonight we have our Saturday discount. That's 15 SAT, and you get 15% off all breaks when you enter that discount code. Tre'Davious White, Brandon Graham of the Eagles, Taysom Hill of the Saints. They just potentially got their quarterback of the future in Ian Book. And then we have a red. That's going to be out of 50, and it's a red Peyton Manning of the Indianapolis Colts going to Kenny, followed by a Trevon Diggs RC of the Dallas Cowboys going to Shannon. Kenneth, are you saying hell yeah to the Bills got what they needed? Because I would tend to agree with that. I was surprised they went with the tackles as opposed to the interior line, but McBean is smarter than me. They both are. Laramie Tunsil of the Texans, Michael Gallup of the Cowboys, O.J. Howard of the Buccaneers, followed by a Jalen Smith unstoppable, and then a Damon Arnett for the Raiders, and that's going to Daniel. Got it. Thanks, Brett. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, and Kenneth, that is number 42 out of 50 for you. 42 out of 50. Alrighty. Marquise Brown of the Ravens, followed by Malcolm Butler of the Titans, a brilliant Alvin Kamara, and then our black and white, that's Henry Ruggs III, and that's going to Daniel. That's a nice looking card right there. I love the black and white with either the Raiders or the Cowboys. I just think they look so great. We mag that up because we mag all of our black and whites here at BreakTraders. There you go. Henry Ruggs III. And our last card of this pack is a Jonathan Taylor RC, and that's going to Kenny as well. Not a bad night for you so far, Kenneth. I'm excited to see what hits we get coming out of this Chronicles football, Brett. And we've got a lot of it breaking. We've got 4 Chronicles scheduled already, and we've got quite a few more ready to go on in terms of the and on BreakTraders.com. DJ Chark do 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 do. DJ Chark do 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 do. That's going to be going to Grant. Then we have Dexter Lawrence of the Giants. Looks like we have a blue out of 79 coming up. More than a Thielen for the Vikings going to Greg. And our blue is going to be Kyle Juszczyk of the 49ers. That is out of 79, followed by a Darrell Taylor of the Seahawks. That Kyle Juszczyk going to Michael, and Darrell Taylor of the Seahawks going to Scott. Almost halfway through this break, the first eBay break of the evening, our Prizm No Huddle 1 boxer. Carlos Dunlap, Travis Kelce, Robert Woods, followed by an emergent Joey B. And that's going to be going to Timothy over with the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's get this magged up. That's a pretty looking card right there. Congratulations, Timothy. So far, we've had a Jordan Love and a Joe Burrow right out of the gate. And our last card in this pack, Marlon Davidson of the Atlanta Falcons, and that's going to Christopher, and that's a thick man right there. Alrighty, after this, we will be halfway through break number 637. Let's see what we've got in this pack. We have Preston Williams of the Dolphins, followed by Adrian Peterson of the Washington Football Team, a Fireworks Alvin Kamara, and a Lockdown Devin McCourty, followed by a Cole Kmet RC going to Brian with the Bears. Alrighty, halfway through. Let's see if we can keep up the sizzle that we've got going so far. So far, we have the Henry Ruggs black and white and the Joe Burrow emergent with a Jordan Love base as well. Josh Norman, Brian Dawkins, Daniil Hunter, followed by a Will Fuller disco and a Bradley Ane of the Cowboys. That Will Fuller going to Stoner Jeff, and the Bradley going to Shannon with the Cowboys. Is everyone happy with how the draft turned out for their teams? I know we've got a variety of football fans in here, and I think I feel like I don't know many people who are that unhappy with how the draft went. Alrighty, we have Juju Smith-Schuster, Terrell Williams, Aaron Donald, followed by a disco Devin Asai of the Patriots going to Daniel, and then an Anthony McFarland Jr. of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that is going to be going to Keith. Anthony McFarland stock definitely took a hit with the addition of Najee Harris. I mean, he was going to struggle to probably see the field to begin with, and then when you add arguably the best running back in the draft, you're not going to have a lot of luck. In addition to the Chronicles we have posted, we have 2 other pre-sales posted for the Crown Royal basketball that's coming out on next Wednesday. We'll be ready to break that as well. Stephon Gilmore, Akeem Hicks. We have a red out of 50 coming. That's Sean Alexander here. And then followed by a Colin Johnson of the Jacksonville Jaguars, red RC out of 50 going to Grant. And then a Grant Delpit of the Cleveland Browns going to Christopher. Yeah, this Chronicles product is definitely very affordable, and I'm looking forward to see what happens with it. Next up, we have Keelan Cole, Delvin Tomlinson, Tyler Higbee. We have a go hard or go home Devontae Adams and a DJ Dallas RC for the Seahawks, and that's going to be going to Scott. Yeah, I got to say, Adam, as a Bills fan, I'm pretty happy to see Fields not drop to the Patriots. I mean, I don't think Mac Jones is going to be bad, but I think Fields has the opportunity or the skills to be the best quarterback in that class. Looks like our auto is coming here. We have Chad Johnson, McCole Hardman, Grady Jarrett of the Falcons, and our auto is going to be a Raider, and it is Henry Ruggs III, and that's going to be going to Daniel. What a great break for Daniel so far. He's got the Henry Ruggs black and white and the Henry Ruggs auto, followed by Jared Pinkney of the Atlanta Falcons. And that Jared is going to Christopher. Haley, who's the last Buckeye quarterback to do well in the pros? I feel like I can't remember one, but that's not like that doesn't mean there hasn't been one. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Bryce Love, we have a blue coming up, Eric Armstead. This blue out of 79 is going to be Adrian Peterson for the Washington football team, going to Jordan. And then a Jalen Johnson of the Bears, and that's going to be going to Brian. I was going to say, I remember when the Bills got Cardale Jones, and I was excited about that, and then there was nothing after that. Alrighty. Yep, that was a disco auto. Minka Fitzpatrick, Keelan Doss, Alvin Kamara, followed by the hype DJ Chark doo 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 DJ Chark doo 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 going to Grant, and then an AJ Dillon RC of the Packers going to Kia. Not exactly Haley, unfortunately. Gardner Minshew, Eddie Jackson, Barry Sanders. Then we have a Disco Zadarius Smith with the Packers, followed by Antoine Winfield Jr., and that's going to Zach. I'm a big Antoine Winfield Jr. fan, mainly because of the nostalgia from Antoine Winfield, his father playing for the Bills.
It's a pick your team. It just says break, it's pick your team.
Alrighty, next up we have CJ Uzomah of the Cincinnati Bengals. Blake Jarwin. Looks like we have a purple out of 35. Rondé Barber. And the purple is going to be Philip Lindsay of the Denver Broncos, followed by J.K. Dobbins of the Ravens, and that's going to Timothy. All right, let's run down the hits of this break. First, our veteran hits. We have the out of 35, Philip Lindsay, going to Andrew. Then we have Zadarius Smith Disco of the Packers going to Kia, followed by the blue Adrian Peterson out of 79 going to Jordan. The Disco Will Fuller going to Stoner Jeff. The blue Kyle Juszczyk out of 79 going to Michael. The Brilliance Alvin Kamara, and the red Peyton Manning 42 out of 50 going to Kenny. Our rookie rundown. A.J. Dillon of the Packers going to Kia, followed by Jalen Johnson of the Bears going to Brian, followed by the red Colin Johnson out of 50 going to Grant. Cole Kmet of the Bears going to Brian. Then we have the Jonathan Taylor RC going to Kenny. The J.K. Dobbins RC going to Timothy. Antoine Winfield Jr. going to Zach. Jared Pinkney going to Raymond. DJ Dallas going to Scott. Grant Delpit going to Christopher. Anthony McFarland Jr. going to Keith. Devin Asai Hollow going to Daniel. Bradley Anai of the Cowboys going to Shannon. Marlon Davidson of the Falcons going to Christopher. Darrell Taylor of the Seahawks going to Scott. Damon Arnett of the Raiders going to Daniel. Trevon Diggs of the Cowboys going to Shannon. Terrell Lewis of the Rams going to Daniel. And Tyler Johnson of the Bucks going to Zach. All righty. Now, our big hits of this break. We have the 12 out of 15 Cameron Hayward, and that is going to be going to Keith, followed by the Jordan Love base RC going to Kia in Green Bay. And then our three mags. We have the Joe Burrow Emergent going to Timothy, and then our Henry Ruggs Auto and Henry Ruggs Black and White going to Daniel with the Raiders. Nice break there.